And we are live. Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? Today we're going to continue our little journey around the Baltic Sea. We're starting off in St. Petersburg and we're going north towards Finland. Today here in voice we have myself, Sergeant Taylor, Merland, Forerunner, Cap and Creator in Deep, a game moderator. Say hi everyone.
Hello.
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 And those who are watching the stream might also have noticed there is a little bit extra on screen right now. I thought, why not?
Looks pretty good.
Yep.
Also let me know that if there is any issue with sound, then I mean everyone in voice is clearly hearable and music, and it's not, everything is not too loud. Daniel Pereira, yes, for HCT you need Baltic DLC because it's Finland only. Winter mode? That's a question we get really often these days.
It will come eventually.
It will come eventually, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. If the guys can sort it out with regards to distributing everything to about 2 million players at once. And the file size is even bigger this year because last time I checked it was 800 megabytes and last year was 700. Yeah, Daniel, it's Finland. If you are in basic Scandinavia, meaning Denmark, Sweden and Norway, you won't find it. Eagle Scott, winter mod in ATS? Probably not. Unless we find a good version, but mostly the regions that were available previously didn't really have snow, so it doesn't make sense to have snow in a region where there is none. I like this gem. we're going to wait here a little bit longer for those who want to join. I think we're going to wait maybe until another 5 minutes and then we'll kick us off. For our first leg, we will be driving from St. Petersburg to Tampere, Renault Logistic, and personally I will be hauling 20 tons of train axles. And obviously once I'm in Finland I'm going to switch to a nice double HCC trailer. So, any of you already have plans for the holidays?
Not much.
I'm probably just going to decompress it. Basically, last time I remember having proper time off from work, it was in mid-June. So it's been a while. So now, as of Friday evening to be correct, Friday I'm still working, I'll be off until the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
Although I might get an existential crisis because I won't know what to do. Jacob Owens, not sure what happened there. Did it happen multiple times or just the once?
All I can see is that in the chat is just about the
Wintermont, yeah. It's been a while like that.
What server are we connecting to?
We are on EU1! As you might have seen, the stream title was starting also a little stream series. It's mainly going to be based on EU1, trying to drive as much simulation as possible, and also small roads. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a challenge, and generally more interesting roads, I think. Plan is to do it once every 2 weeks, and we'll see where it goes. No, Sparf Simulation or Bust is just the name of the little stream series we're trying out. Killers, I don't think you want physics on multiplayer, especially for winter mod. That would be a little bit of a mess. Then we'll leave for Finland on a 1,000 kilometer trip. Starting off with a good one. Hello, that's host. Eddie we are leaving St. Petersburg.
Trailer. It's nothing to do with the cargoes, so
The blue
any
one
other
plus 4.
those work fine, but locomotive and the dozer crawl both use the trailer as the issue.
Yeah, because it's the longer one, yeah. But on the other hand, we get to discover more cities.
Have you been through many of the border points yet?
Yeah, I've done some border crossings.
I think they're actually a really good feature. I do like them.
The one coming from Estonia to Russia is pretty nice.
Were you there when they first got released?
No.
It was
Going on
utter chaos going into Kaliningrad.
Yeah, if you're coming from Poland, yeah.
First board crossing I actually did was Finland to Russia.
Yeah, it's also the first one I did because I took a screenshot there for one of the blog posts.
Is it just me, or is the game very bright for midnight?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's actually quite nice.
It's because you're farther up north.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it is nice not having it just black out everything. You still enjoy the scenery like this.
We don't want to hate or despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone. Good earth is rich.
Alright, I'm catching up with you guys now.
Alright.
I just set off from St. Petersburg.
You got a ways to go.
I've got ETS2 map on, so it should be fine.
It's hard, unkind. We think too much, feel too little.
Have a look at the glorious skin, yeah.
Welcome, Terry.
No, the winter mod is not yet available. And we can't yet confirm if it will be available. The guys are working on it and investigating on how to get it distributed to everyone.
If you look back to blog posts from this time last year, you can see a blog post about the distribution of the winter mod and issues that it caused. And it's got to be worked out this year on how to improve on that. Because it caused a lot of issues for players who need to improve on that to make sure players don't have that same bad experience.
But still, I stand by my point of the previous stream. If you run out of fuel in this DLC, you have messed up really, really bad.
I got stop.
Hey, Jam.
Oh, it's JM. Everyone, hide. Yeah, we're just enjoying the roads here. It's a TMP Classic that we're driving at night.
Every time.
It just always happens.
I was about to say it's not nighttime, but then I realized I'm gonna report demo. That's why it's daytime. Otherwise, I was seriously questioning it. Wait a second. It's daytime?
I hope whoever ordered these train axles is not in a rush, because I am not in a rush to get there.
If it's trains for UK companies, they won't run them that on time anyway.
Yeah.
If they run at all.
Worse traffic than LA.
I think Merland.
At least I managed to catch up.
Another thing I would like about this DLC is that they've added Russian versions of the companies.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's just that little bit of extra detail I think is actually quite good. Because they could
I just
just
hope-
have easily just put the standard paint scheme for each one.
Yeah.
It's just that little bit more detail.
You should put your map names to regional names.
Oh dear. I wouldn't have a clue.
What, the non-localized ones?
Yeah. The local version.
I've got them like that.
I switched it back to the real names because I was seeing some jobs to Italy. It was like the English names. I was like, my brain can't compute. But now I have Russian text on my screen. I've got no idea what it means.
Well, when I'm looking around this DLC, I just think, right, I'm going from this city that I can't pronounce to this city that I can't pronounce.
Yeah, on previous stream we had like the city that we were going to in Lithuania. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce. I tried to pronounce it once and then I just referred to it as a city. And I just put the city on screen.
You can't even type it out because I don't even have those characters.
This is a tight roundabout.
Behind me?
Imagine doing this with a double.
I am doing it with a double.
Yeah.
Nah.
Me, Yeah, Foreigner's got a double right. I've got a double as well. So
What type of double have you got though?
it's just that it's standard. It's just a standard Scandinavia one. Nothing special.
As you can see, modified HCT.
Yeah. Quite like that actually.
Yeah, JM maybe Cap doesn't read.
Oh sweet lord. Yeah. Okay. Another thing about this in Russia as well. Why do you give way to people coming onto the roundabouts?
I was just thinking that because those roundabouts can lock up really
Yeah.
easily. They can gridlock entirely.
Give way to people coming onto the
Yeah.
round. Doesn't make.
I mean, it's Russia.
Yeah. To me, it totally destroys the point of a roundabout.
It's not just to you, it does to things.
I'm back.
Hello.
There's also the fact of those border crossings here. They're a mess as well. Because sometimes there is 2 places where you can stop, but most of the time it's just one, and then it's stop 30 seconds, wait for the barrier to open, go to the next one, wait another 30 seconds for the barrier to open.
No, what I think it is when you go into Russia, it's only one, but when you go out of Russia, it's 2.
No, it's 2 in both directions. I've never seen just one.
Every time I've done it, it's 2.
Yeah.
Go for
And it would be nice if at some point it would deny you access.
I did wonder, because the first time I used him was going from Finland to Russia with a HCT. I wondered if he was going to say, no, that trailer's not allowed here. But it didn't refuse it. I did wonder if he was going to refuse it because of the trailers, but it didn't.
That'd be interesting.
Would have been awkward getting it back out with people
Exactly,
behind.
yeah. That too. Another thing as well, have you guys noticed how there are like triple carriageways, and there are specific U-turn points, so you can literally just flip a U-turn in the middle of a 3-lane carriageway. Just
Especially in St. Petersburg, I was seeing some weird stuff.
It's just running at 6 g.
I would start the waiting game.
I think I read this statistic the other day that a Russian is likely to experience at least 5 car accidents in their life. I don't know how accurate that statistic is, but it's pretty interesting. I just had to wait behind someone who did not know how to merge and turn then.
That usually happens.
Yep. So now I'm all the way in the back of the cockpit.
Hello, Nathan. Nope, it's not this one. It's this one.
That one was a little confusing.
Yeah. It was a bus stop, but it looked like an exit.
That did.
Wait, so in Russia you can drive 70 on these roads, here you can drive 90. What? And then they say the Russians are the reckless drivers. It's the Estonians all along. We've been lied to.
They're just jumping the border, trying to frame the Russians.
Probably.
Did we turn right after the border crossing, or did we go straight?
Turn right just after the bus stop.
Okay. I'm all by myself at the back.
Yeah, those Russian border crossings are a mess for convoys. I'm going to slow down a bit.
Yeah, we had to, it was during the staff convoy. I think we had to get digital to play the opposite side. This was how chaotic it was getting into Russia.
I remember on the previous stream we had to... I mean, I was driving 40 at the front and we needed like 10 minutes for 10 people to catch up and all join a group together again.
Yeah. The people coming at me with their full beams on, lovely.
Oh, you've passed those, okay.
Yep.
You're not too far behind then.
Yeah, I did manage to catch up.
Because of those people, I've just turned my CB radio off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Prime, I hope you have your CB on.
Actually, you didn't.
Oh no?
There was nothing on my radio.
He was trying to sound like a horn.
They must have been out of range of you by then.
Yeah, probably.
What's worse though is when you go to Duisburg and people play a police siren down the CB radio.
Yeah, here we're on
Love
EU1.
banning
People are a little
people
bit
for
more
that.
civilized.
Exactly.
That's my favorite band.
Oh. Oh, there we are. Caught up with the convoy.
You're behind Addy Man.
I can see Mern on the brief, he was all the way at the back.
I'm all the way at the back. There's no one behind. I feel sorry for that guy trying to get onto his roundabout. He's gonna be waiting there for a little while, unless someone's letting him out.
Yeah, he's ready to ask.
What happened back there?
Someone stopped to let another person out on the roundabout.
It was
Bear in mind,
me.
the person was just waiting patiently.
Yeah.
He didn't push out.
Hello there, Christian Crowell. And yeah, snow mod and winter mod is still being investigated. Distributing an 800 megabyte ish mod to over 2 million people at once is not easy. Well, technically we could just plop it down on a server, but if it's not beefy enough, then it will probably take a month for everyone to download it, if not longer.
We had quite a beefy server last year, and
Even that one was struggling.
we put it mildly.
Right, let's go back to speed then. Well, you know, if you get crashed in on busy servers, you might want to consider going on another server, like we are doing now, on EU1. Obviously you don't have the car and you can't race around at 150 kilometers an hour, but it's generally more civilized.
It's better if you're driving with other people.
Yeah, that helps as well.
But people on EU1, they're in it not just for the game, but also very much for the simulator side.
Exactly.
So you will follow the road rules and stuff like that, which a lot of more casual players won't do. And that's fine, don't get me wrong.
Well, I mean,
If you want a more simulation experience, EU1 is the way to go.
yeah. It tends to be more if you go on EU2, people run red lights or all that aren't covered by the rules, but are still technically illegal. But going to EU1, people will obey traffic lights and stuff like that.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
In a convoy like this, people will go through red lights just
Oh,
to
yeah.
convoy together, but they'll only do that if it's safe. Whereas on EU2, you do get
They just do it anyway.
players who just drive straight through red light. But even though if you look at EU2, it is just a minority.
Yeah.
It's a very noticeable minority, but it's still a minority.
Well, the funny thing is, it's also a very noticeable minority if you drive around Duisburg and Calais.
Again, it's not all players of EU2 cause issues, because the vast majority don't.
Yeah.
It's just that noticeable minority.
But
I mean,
I
'cause
suppose the problem.
It's probably got about 600 players on it at most, including both cities. If you think of all the slots that server's got, most of the people are not on that road.
I suppose the problem comes in, especially when you go to places like, and when you've only got players that travel between Calais and Duisburg.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that do that. And now with player-owned trailers, it's even more difficult to determine if someone is driving uselessly around without a job, just to drive on that specific road.
Well, player-owned trailers have been around for years, if you know what you're doing.
Well, it's only ever been an official thing recently.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see a truck just cabin driving around without a trailer, it's pretty easy to see. If you've seen him 2 or 3 times, then yeah, you know, he's not supposed to be there.
Like, you will get times when someone genuinely is going between Rotterdam and Calais and they're taking the road.
Yeah.
Without a trailer, because...
But if you see the same player drive by you 2 or 3 times, then yeah.
Yeah, that's useless traffic. Because, like, if he had a different load on his flatbed every time, or something like that, then he could be doing different cargoes. He might not need that road every single time, but he's doing different cargoes.
Yeah, we
If
usually
it's just a
make it-
cab, or if it's just a caravan, there's no need for it to be there.
Yeah, usually they make it pretty obvious too, 'cause some of them will just, as soon as they get to the end of it, they'll just bust a massive U-turn and cause a huge traffic jam.
That's much harder with the recent updates to Germany though, because I've added actual things on a junction. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, there's like a bank on it, and if you try to flip a U-turn, you will get lodged on that bank.
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, medians help, but unfortunately, most of CD doesn't have median.
Yeah.
Hello there, Pa. Hope you're having a good evening. Yeah, Till and I've done that road as well a couple of times, all the way from Sicily up to Norway. Takes you a while though. Well, when it comes to swearing, you also need to take into account that we need to make sure that language is appropriate for all age groups that are playing on the server. That includes little children as well.
Yeah, that's right. I think people forget that this game is rated to a general audience.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, this isn't, you know, a shooting game or anything like that where it's at.
Yeah.
There was actually, what was it, Arma. It was made by Bohemia Interactive. At one point, they actually altered their UI and made it an individual server's responsibility to make sure
Yeah.
that nobody underage was playing their game. And it became a huge issue because legally, you cannot ask a minor how old they are.
Yeah.
So it was a very large issue for a long time.
Yeah, Big Crossing, we have people of all age groups on our servers. It might surprise you, but we do.
Even truckers who drive in real life come on and play Truckers MP. It's quite insane thinking about it. But
That's dedication.
exactly, yeah. I've even seen retired truckers come on and play it.
Well, Big Crossing, yeah. Because of EU regulations, yeah, it's 13 plus, but that doesn't mean that people lie about their age. We use Steam as some form of verification about age, but yeah, that doesn't take away that kids might watch what their parents are doing when they're playing on the server.
And also then, like, separate issue, not directly anything to do with us, but clips from Truckers MP uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah.
If there's sometimes someone can say quite foul language.
Yeah, but then it's also the producer's responsibility to set a
Yeah.
correct age limit on their videos.
Like I said, it's not directly us, but it's still something that you should always consider if you're saying anything in a multiplayer chat or chat anywhere.
If
Certainly
it's something like
say this in public.
if it's something like a report video, then I will always, if I do end up swearing, I will always censor it out for that reason.
What I just said is if something on this game is annoying you to the point where you're nearly about to yell, make sure you're not pressing the CB radio button and yell at your screen. When no one can hear you, just get it out, calm down, play as normal.
Well, unless you create a report with your microphone on.
Yeah, that's why I use push to talk.
Yeah. But yeah, whenever that happens to me, I always censor the swearing out. It's not really. If someone goes to look at the reason why they've been banned and all they hear is me insulting them, then that's not really a good impression of me to them anyway. So.
You know, obviously we don't set out to insult players. Just clarifying your point there, we don't set out to do that.
Sometimes it's just a reaction.
Yeah.
Well, Dylan, you can do that, but don't tell us. Because technically, if we know that you have lied about your age, then one, technically we should ban your account because you have lied to us. And two, we have to report you to Steam as well.
If there's something you don't want people to know, don't even hint at it.
Yeah. Generally, you can tell a voice, but not always.
You'd be surprised.
Exactly. That's why I say not always.
I've known people who've had really deep voices from about 10 or 11, and then people who to this day still have squeaky voices at about 19 to 20 years old.
Bloody hell.
Who died?
This guy just lagged straight in front of me.
Welcome to multiplayer.
I don't think
People
he's got
just
the best.
teleport inside you.
Yeah. I don't think he's got the best PC. I can see him just running about all over the place.
Thing is,
Which player is it?
97.
I don't have him on my list.
Oh, okay.
I do see someone with a 250 ping. That's nice.
he's got a 117 ping, 97.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. I've got
think
someone
he's
with
playing
250 on my list, so.
He's from Peru, that guy. You can
Yeah.
see his tag. That's another thing with multiplayer as well. You get all over the world.
Indeed.
But you got to be careful because when you're taught to drive in the UK at least, we're always taught about a 2-second rule between you and the vehicle in front.
Yeah.
That's everywhere,
But
basically.
that is so that if they slam their brakes on, you've got the time to stop. But that includes the time it's going to take them to stop. Because they
And
won't
your
stop
reaction.
instantly. But here, when they lag, they're not slowing down. They're
Just
stopping
stop.
instantly.
Yeah.
So that 2-second gap, which normally would be perfectly fine, isn't fine anymore. You will hit him.
Yeah.
And he will be completely oblivious to it. Most of the time. And although it is annoying when it happens, sometimes the effects of lag can be funny.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the mod owner. I'm a community manager of the mod. Well, yeah, technically it's pretty normal for the EU servers to be more popular, because in the beginning there were only the EU server. There was only the one server really.
Only the one game.
One game, one server, and a whole lot of desync.
And generally, Euro Truck, it tends to be more people from Europe that play it.
Yeah, that as well.
And you can make exceptions from parts of Turkey, but
Sir, I'm a Californian. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what this Europe thing is.
What is this Europe thing?
We don't actually have. I swear, you can literally look it up. Geography is actually not a standard taught in the U.S. in high school.
What the hell?
I'm serious. It's actually not a class. Like the jokes you see about Americans not knowing geography, it's actually true. It's really not taught. It's
Well,
really not taught.
Just look at your president.
didn't he call
I was going to say keep politics out of it.
No,
I mean, I'm just talking about education standards. And
What
Neil
about-
said it.
on about Trump, I remember I think it was on a tour to Africa, or the African leaders came to him, and he called, I think it was Nambia. I don't know.
Yeah. It's also that he called that town in California, Paradise, called it Pleasure.
Okay, yeah, that one was.
That's a bit inappropriate.
Well, former town, I suppose. It's not really there anymore.
Are they going to be rebuilding that?
Probably, as we do with everything in this state that burns to the ground to a Christian. But I suppose it'll probably be a bit different because unfortunately a lot of people did die, so a lot of those homeowners aren't going to be rebuilding their homes, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
So now, if their homes were rebuilt and the original owners aren't there anymore, the owners passed away or whatever term you want to use, I think that is quite morbid. Thinking this house used to be owned by this person. So what happened to them? Oh, it burned.
Well, most likely what's going to happen is the property itself likely what would happen is the home insurance value along with the property itself would be sent to whoever is the appropriate person designated in the will.
Yeah.
So they probably aren't going to rebuild it.
Hang on, how do you get into this ferry?
Trying to figure that out myself.
I'll just follow the road and hope for the best.
Yeah, I think we just wrap around.
You see, the problem is, I can't get around this guy. He's lagging so much.
Now's your chance.
I don't want to risk someone flipping a U-turn and coming back, and then them having a field day because I'm on the wrong side of the road.
I might need to cross the water an alternative way.
Oh, dear.
This is quite the interesting ferry.
Minor detour.
Now the problem is, this isn't a no collision zone yet.
No, it is. Inside the ferry it is.
Yeah, but I mean, the minute you enter the thing isn't, so I can't just go around this guy. I've got to sit behind him.
I'm actually glad SCS fixed the horn sound when embarking on a ferry.
What port is it that we're going to?
There's only one.
Which is it?
It's Helsinki. Yeah, we'll wait up here at the port. I actually left this port with an HCT trailer and it's interesting, let's put it like that.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of tight turns in here. Pretty sure the no collision zone ends right here, so I was surprised.
No collision zone is right in the ferry.
No, in Helsinki it's actually bigger.
Oh, okay.
So we'll wait a little bit here for everyone to travel.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Yeah, I've had to alternate travel.
You mean you
Worth
cheated?
some, isn't it?
No,
Thing is, if
it was alternative track. He went
If I
green.
tried to go on the ferry with this trailer, with these trailers, you would see sort of my tractor dancing in the ferry. The Hilton down, it's floating away. just don't know how easy it is to get that key now. I mean, I can push you on the Taylor.
You can go in front of me if you'd like.
Yeah, why not?
Alright, sounds good.
Let's go.
Right.
That way, Forerunner has some room.
Which way is it? Out.
Out of the port. We'll be doing a lot of turns before we get out of here, though.
How tight are they?
Depends on which part of the port we are. Oh crap!
Okay, going out of that.
Don't go
oh,
too
nice
fast.
one.
Wait, it's non-collision zone here as well.
Yeah, going out of that thing, I managed to gain a few places in the queue, so I'm just gonna hope no one drives straight through. Especially the really like you do.
No collisions just ended.
Oh dear. At least this one's a decent size.
Yeah. Last time I was here was with the HCT trailer, and I had to go left to Polaris to pick up a load, and then turn left again into Polaris. It's you kind of get stuck when doing that. It's a little bit too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I still don't get why people say these are challenging traders to pull it and not. They just follow you.
Just follow.
They do.
No, I drive an
Half-
Xbox
half of
360
this
controller actually.
Half of this convoy, I haven't even been checking my mirrors. They just follow. And I'm used to where they'll go.
I do
hope
like
that
the scenery
SCS
around
add
here in Finland.
tankers to the ownable traders.
I do like the scenery here in Finland.
Yeah. Hello there, my truck channel. It's actually evening for me. Just about to hit 9 PM.
It's about to 8
Same here.
Yeah, but you guys are just lagging behind.
Yeah, I'm 9 hours behind.
What's your ping from California? Just curious.
Right now I'm on EU2. I have 180. My typical
Oh.
is 170 to 180, but usually the problem is the jitter, because a lot of players, particularly the ones from the Midwest, have a very high jitter, which means their connection isn't stable regardless of their ping. If you have a decent provider, though, even if you have a high ping like 200 to 300, you can still have very stable connection.
Interesting.
You can actually do a jitter test, like same thing as a speed test online. If you just look up jitter ping test, it'll show you your stability to different.
Well, what I find the worst types of lag in this game is when it's somebody's got a really good ping and then for a couple of moments every couple of minutes it goes completely and the truck starts jumping around like mad.
Yep, that's me.
It's when you think, okay, this person got a good ping, I can drive behind them, and then suddenly, no.
To be honest, I'm good just as long as you don't sit right up the back of my trailer. If you sit right up the back of my trailer, you're basically screwed.
And if you want better ping, join EO1. It generally has better ping.
E1 is a lot more stable than EU2, just because it's got less people, less connections.
Now we're promoting EO1 tomorrow. Next week everyone's going to be on EO1 and EO2 is empty.
It's okay. The speed limit's way better on that one. I won't complain. I won't.
is on this convoy, I haven't actually noticed the speed limiter that much.
No, because I've been following simulation rules. So we would actually never hit speed limit.
No, even when I had to catch up to you guys earlier.
Yeah, speed limit on EO1 is 110, so... I remember back in my day, it used to be 90 kilometers an hour.
Back in the day.
Back in Rotterdam, Europe.
Back in my day, there was
Europort,
no
yeah.
proper sync between players, and no non-collision zones.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
remember that. No,
Dude, before Europort became non-collision, that was so fun. People
I think-
hated it, but it was so fun.
I think I have a screenshot from that. It's just
Yeah.
insane.
I mean,
I still remember the Europort traffic before cars.
Oh, that was so
oh
fun.
yeah.
I don't know, something about the two-lane highway with traffic was just more, it was more fun for me than the one lanes that we have
Yeah.
now with the...
It's a lot safer as well, isn't it?
Europort
yeah.
made sense being busy.
Exactly.
Well, because it was a merging turn, wasn't it? A lane merge. So
Yeah.
you didn't have to.
But it made sense for that road to be busy because it is the largest port in Europe,
Yeah.
not the UK.
Yeah, it was the only high capacity port. Well, no, Calais actually as well, but...
But Rotterdam was...
And then you go 5 minutes north to Amsterdam and there's no one.
There's no one. Yeah, it was the best way to go around if you actually had a load.
But I'd prefer to have to just wait patiently in the Rotterdam traffic.
Yeah.
Or I'd prefer to do that every time I want to go across to the UK, then to go down CD once.
Yeah, I love...
Because CD I don't find fun.
The ironic thing is the fact that more truck drivers in real life now as well would rather go Europort than Calais.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
because of other factors.
Yeah.
security reasons.
Traffic jams.
SES Gamer, yeah, ATS 133 is now supported as well. And hello there, Mike. I'm also from Belgium, actually. Yeah, Europort was way different than what CD is now.
And
It
a
was
lot
always
easier for
busy, and
moderation.
even if you were patrolling it as admin, it was never really that bad. You had to ban a few people left, right, and center, but it was mostly because they either fell asleep behind their steering wheel or just were stupid enough to tab out and grab something, and then they were blocking the road or parking.
Or they were useless traffic and didn't have a trailer.
Yeah,
Right,
but
if
it
you
was
look
not. It was never as bad as CDs now with how people behave.
Well, moderation was a lot better for everyone with Europort because it could be moderated.
It was a lot smaller area as well.
CD is so much of a large area to moderate that getting constant moderation throughout it is near impossible.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
Europort, 2 admins could easily do that.
You just need one.
One could do it, but they'd have to go back and forth. 2
Yeah.
would cover it completely. Whereas on CD, how many would you need?
Even where you're going back and forth, it was easy to cover everything.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, especially since it was so controlled. I mean, the median itself did probably like half the job. And the no parking rule that was eventually implemented for that side area around the curve, I mean, that, you know,
Was
makes it
needed.
so easy because you can just indiscriminately get rid of people.
And then came cars, and at first we said no cars in Europort, and that was a mess.
Yeah, I remember seeing the screenshots of that. That was funny.
I remember a certain admin having 1,000 bans, just for that specific reason.
Oh my god.
Just in the first day that it was released.
Yeah, now it'd just be an auto kick.
It's
I
like,
still
what?
remember the horrendous monster cars that came out of that.
Yeah, with the truck, with the tractor
Yeah,
wheels and.
the truck wheels. The truck paints are alright on them.
Yeah, but that had to be removed.
Well, the rules allow them again, but the game plan isn't
Yeah.
supporting them yet, which is a little bit annoying, but oh well. Eventually.
Yeah, Mike, you'll have to suggest it to SCS because not really much we can do about that.
About what?
Adding Port of Antwerp and Ghent.
Yeah, that's.
Port of Antwerp is a really big port, but it's a container port, so it's not really a ferry port. The ports that are in-game now are mostly ferry ports.
Yeah, what if that was to ever be added by anyone? The most accurate thing would be a company you take a shipping container trader to
Yeah, to and
Yeah.
from.
to use to travel. Although one thing I think it would be nice if SES made it so that one of your AI drivers
Oh dear,
could
crashed.
take cargo.
Taylor crashed.
What?
Random event.
Did
You
I
know,
just drive through a random
You should
event?
turn us off on multiplayer.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, I recommend turning off detours and ATS as well.
Is that under gameplay?
Yeah, gameplay settings, and then it's right where those sliders of weather and such are, in that area.
Let's see.
Maybe we should slow down and wait for them, Prime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Probably not,
But will we?
Are we feeling nice today? That's the question.
I don't think I am.
yeah. Feeling nicer than I normally do.
Right, let's stop a bit then.
Random road events, that'll do.
If I say Taylor, did you lag behind me?
Yeah, no, I hit a nice concrete barrier.
How do you not see that thing?
Question.
They're tiny.
Or is it the two log trailers in the way?
Oh no, it's just like a concrete barrier, and my front right clipped it. It looked like it was going to clear.
But it didn't.
No.
Well done, Merlin.
Blackstone,
Slowing off
yes,
the road a bit.
you can take double trails in Germany, but you'll have to look for the specific area where they're not allowed on our forum. There's a nice detailed map explaining where you can and cannot drive with them.
You're good to go, by the way.
Alright.
Thank you for waiting.
Just let these guys go because
Oh, there's so many dirt roads and none of them are accessible.
oh no.
What's this guy doing?
Good luck, foreigner.
What?
I don't know what he's
happened?
doing.
What are you
It's the
doing?
It's the lagger.
Ding ding.
Oh no. Yeah,
No,
you might
he's
want to
just
go a
like
bit
Prime.
slower, Prime. 'Cause this guy really is like a yellow.
Perhaps a new convoy rule where instead of sorting people by height or weight, we just sort them by ping. Lowest
but
ping
the-
goes first.
Yeah, but you can have like a really good ping and still have a shitty graphics card. If your system
Okay,
can't
then we
handle
go-
it, you'll
then we go
lag
by
nonetheless.
We go by benchmarks.
Yeah.
Just you install TMP. First thing it does is automatically benchmark your computer. It gives you a score. This is your score. compared
Every
to
time you launch TMP,
It's just
because
going
your score is
through
dependable on
Calais and
whatever is running at the moment as well.
Oh, I guess, but that would be weird. Every time you launch TMP, your fans just start going crazy. Your CPU gets really hot.
It wouldn't be a problem for me. Both my GPU and CPU are water cooled, so.
Yeah, mine are water.
They probably go up to a chilly 50 degrees instead of 20, but
50 is not chilly. You're talking Celsius, right?
Celsius, yeah.
Yeah, it's not chilly.
They're being sarcastic.
It's still better than
No.
100 when you don't have water cooling.
Yeah, fair enough. I replaced my dad's PSU yesterday. Old Dell Inspiron.
Ugh.
Best- And it was pretty fun. It felt like I was working on a car, but I opened it up and it was covered in dust. And like, can we please like, dust the computer? He's like, no, it's gonna get dust everywhere. Like, okay, listen, you're making me replace your PSU. I'm not gonna stick my head in this thing until you dust it out.
What you should do, if it's dusty, go to someone's room you don't like. Tell them to put it there.
It was in an office, so
Oh,
didn't really have that up. We just got a can of CO, went outside and polluted the environment for a little bit. It was really bad. It was bad. But
Well,
yeah,
what
it's the
funny,
win
we
in the
only speak
winter.
English in here, so that everyone can understand each other. And yeah, I like the game as well. Especially this new DLC, it looks good. Although I think when it comes to quality of DLCs, I think SCS's best job is probably France and Italy.
I was never that. I was never that fussed on France. It was never that. It didn't really have what Scandinavia had to it. I don't know whether it's just because I liked the area or whether it was just. I don't know. Yeah, I was never that fussed on the France DLC.
Wait, did we lose Taylor?
He's right behind me.
Oh, okay.
Please don't put of Merland at the end of that.
Right, I'm going to deliver, buy the garage, switch trailers, and find a job.
Go.
Because apparently I've been to this city, but I didn't buy the garage. Weird.
I've been, bought the garage and had fuel, from what I can gather. I'm just going to park up at the fuel station.
That's such a rich thing to say. I've been to the city one time and I don't own property there yet? What?
If you have 260 million.
For this one I have this one I only have 1.7 million. But that's fine.
Dismiss this trailer is okay. And then which are we getting? Crane trailer or a container trailer? Huh.
Where are you picking up from?
No, I'm just debating on which trailer I'm going to summon here.
Ah, okay. Go for the crane, I think.
Crane, alright. Use. Damn it, it's in Helsinki.
It's in Helsinki.
I can just teleport it here.
Go. Are you gonna buy the garage?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Just need to go take care of a couple things really quick, and I will catch up with you guys when I...
Alright.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure once I buy the garage, the trailer is going to pop on. Or at least be parked over there.
That's another thing about DLCs as well. Where is the next one going to be?
The other 30 states in the mainland US?
I mean, in your truck.
I mean, SCS is going to be developing ATS for the next 100 years probably,
Yeah.
Yeah.
at this rate.
The team is growing, so I'm kind of glad to see. loads of people think they're going to be going down to the Balkans. Adding Serbia, Croatia,
It would be
Bosnia.
nice if they had Spain and Portugal and Ireland.
They said they wouldn't do Spain and Portugal. Well, they said they were looking at somewhere else on the map.
Damn it, my trail's not here.
I would say they'd go into Ukraine, but I don't think they will, based upon what's happening with Crimea at the moment.
I'm going to have to do a little, yeah. I'm going to have to do a little bit of a teleport job here.
With regards to Ireland, I don't think they'd add that on its own. If they were going to add Ireland, I think it would be a part of a revamp with the remaining UK.
Yeah, it would make sense in a way.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what jobs we have here.
I mean, some people even think they're going to go even further north into Norway, Sweden, and Finland.
Iceland.
Well, funny thing is, you can view all the countries currently on the map as well. So you've got all the Balkans, and you've got Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and Ukraine and all that. If you try to go up any further, the Faroes aren't there, and I heavily doubt Iceland is either. So I don't think it's going to be added anytime soon.
Right, I'm going to take 39 tons of bricks towards Kuvola. It's in the
What's that?
east of Finland. Hang on, where is my pickup point? Oh, yeah, I'm going to... I'll be doing a little bit of a cheat job over there. It's like
And the thing is-
70 kilometers out of town. Yeah, no. Screw that. Oh. For sake purpose of this stream, I'm going to do a little bit of a cheat job.
And I think the massive thing is, if they do go the direction of Iceland, the only ferry going up there, as of right now, is from Esbjerg in Denmark. That is, I think, is around 36 hours. It's insane. I got my phone notifications on for the news. Because if you haven't heard, UK Prime Minister is having a vote of confidence again.
Oh man. Let's see. Where? Okay. It's still taking me to the same city.
First thing I see in chat, why are you cheating? Tell you what, whilst you're sorting out your trailer, I'm going to take the opportunity and get some fuel.
I'm actually at the service station right now, so ready to go.
Where's the service station?
Just a little bit further down the
Okay,
road, actually.
I'm just going to refuel. I'll tell all these here there's in the service station. I didn't realise the slash fix command would disable the viewer.
Yeah, Cap, are you from Romania?
Me?
Yeah, someone asked.
Oh, gosh. No, I'm not. I was just talking to someone, so I didn't see the chat.
Right, let's go.
go ahead and I never heard this guy before.
Depends on who he's talking about. I guess someone in that service station has a pressure leak.
There's less people here now, but be fine as well. All these camper vans here, probably.
I mean, we are many different functions from the team. I myself am a community manager. We also have a few other community managers in here and some game moderators as well.
Just noticed the long vehicle tag on the back of your trailer. It's a dog. If you're going to third person, I will.
Your trailer is huge, Brian.
I know.
Okay, Brian. Nice swerve with a hard shoulder there.
No, yeah. Was just texting and driving, you know.
Is it illegal in Finland? I don't know.
No, probably.
You can do it in the USA. I don't think it's illegal there. Does it depend on the state? I don't know.
I mean, a 1 year ban. That must have been a long time ago, because we've stopped doing them a long time ago. I remember those were for hacking. 6 months and 1 year, then permanent.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Oh my god, it's Lasse.
That's very interesting.
Let's get back to modding.
According to the exit polls for the vote of no confidence against the British Prime Minister, she's winning.
Police car. Actually, I don't really drive around in the car much.
I don't think I've ever seen you in a police car.
Nope. Well, you can see me in a police car if you open up the trailer we made when it was first released.
Yeah.
But that's about one of the only times I've ever driven it.
I've only ever used it when I've had to do it for control. But otherwise, I'm good.
mean, for me personally, if I want to drive a car, just take my own. You know. Why would I drive around in a fake car in a game if I have my own one? It's a much better car, by the way.
I have my own, I'm just not licensed to drive it.
Nah.
Which is disappointing, but...
The question is, do we want you to have a license?
Oh.
Wow, this music is really relaxing right now. Has any of you ever streamed on YouTube before? Or only Twitch?
I've streamed on YouTube once. I was never that fussed on either, to be honest. Well, that's just streaming in general.
Yeah. The thing is, on YouTube you need to take into account a lot more things. Especially when it comes to copyright. On Twitch, they'll let you do it and then mute your stream afterwards, but on YouTube you actually risk your stream to be taken down while it's live.
I've streamed yesterday actually on YouTube.
Ooh.
And
I streamed down some farming sim.
And the thing is, if you do it on YouTube as well, and it goes against the official Truckers MP account, that's a strike against the account.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
We've been live for 100 minutes.
I know. And I haven't dropped a single frame. Can't say about another. I can't say the same about another stream I watched recently.
Is it Truckers MP stream?
No. It was hard to tell if the guy was actually lagging that hard or his stream was that bad. I run the game in high quality. I don't bother turning it up to ultra because there's hardly any noticeable difference. There is some difference with when it comes to the grass, but for the rest, when it comes to quality, there's not much difference.
Yeah. I play 300% because I've never seen the difference. I suppose it depends on your resolution as well.
Yeah.
If you've got a 4K display, then I can understand how they sound. If you're just playing 1080p like that. So yeah. Whereabouts are you dropping off?
A company, I don't know. NCH, apparently.
How far is it?
A few kilometers.
Oh, okay, that's fine. The city stretches out quite far, so
100 minutes, 100 likes.
not bad. How
That's
many
nice.
dislikes?
And it's only a Wednesday.
No one needed that sign. I didn't realise how tight that corner was. So I was going to swing it wide. within
You
my
should
trailer.
try it with an HCT trailer.
Yeah.
And
It's my
I
fault,
have
maybe.
like the rotatable axles on both trailers and on the dolly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can't back these things up.
Yeah.
If you screwed up when parking, that's it. Forget it. I don't know, but for some reason I've got a feeling that SES copy-pasted this area straight from the city we were just in. Because it looks like the drop-off looks exactly the same as the other one. And the road layout as well.
Lazy SCS.
Also with the positioning of your own garage is exactly the same spot.
Yeah.
Also nice ISCS places 2 lampposts right in the place where you need to make your swing.
I do like these trailers. Baltic cargo hub. by the way.
Let's see, what do we have here? I don't know why, but I think SCS messed something up with the latest patch that they did for ETS. Because the texture for brick cargo is not being loaded correctly. It's like a question mark.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Right, let's go to... Yeah. Big bags of seats or roof tiles. Let's go to Helsinki.
Putting a little thing.
Right, and I'm dropping off at Helsinki Polaris Lines. That's going to be fun.
Ah, so basically going back to where we were.
Yeah. And then I'm probably going to close down the stream.
Yeah, that's fine. Why would you have pink tires? Really? It's disgusting.
Great. Let's get this thing on the road. Well, why is your name flickering in front of me in the ground?
Is it?
It is.
I don't know what you mean. Hang
That makes it.
on. Okay. I was going to say.
Turn down the music a little bit.
I'll take it for you.
Yeah, nobody needed that sign anyway. Last in real operations. I don't know. Generally they're planned like every 2 or 3 months.
Whoa!
What?
Good lord. The guy behind you just got sent behind.
Huh?
The guy behind you, I think he took a turn to his trailer.
Oops.
We're sorry, Jim. I am looking forward to the Christmas event. 12 hours.
It's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
I won't be there. I'm actually doing more fun stuff.
What are you up to?
I am going to Bustone, and every weekend near the 15th and the 16th of December, they are organizing an event there to remember the Battle of the Bulge,
Oh yeah.
because it started on the 15th of December 1944. And I'm actually not going to visit the War Museum. There's actually, pro tip, there's actually something way better, and it's in the Bastogne Barracks. It's right now it's a decommissioned army base, and there you also have the original headquarters of the 101st Airborne Division. And the big thing that there is there is the tank collection and vehicle restoration center that's open, and they also do a parade with the tanks.
I've been to the Meningay in
Covington.
that was about it. I did go to that ceremony.
Yeah, this one is a whole lot smaller.
Yeah.
But most tanks that you have in museums here in Belgium, they are either replicas or they don't work at all. Every tank they have there works and runs.
Oh, that's cool.
And they have a working IS-3 and ISU 152. Big Russian tanks. And obviously the popular Sherman tanks and all their variants.
Yeah. That sounds good. A museum that I really want to do, but never had the chance to do, is the Imperial War Museum. I don't know why. I've always wanted to do it. I just never had a chance to do it.
The good thing about the Bastogne Barracks is it's completely free.
Do you have to pay for something? Museums. What's the price like?
Eurotransit mostly depends on the category. Obviously if you're writing towards game management, it might take a little bit longer. Because they get a whole lot of requests. Eurotrans, are you talking about a feedback ticket or a ban appeal? Because to me it looks like you're talking about a ban appeal. This is a long road.
Quite a nice road.
Well, this is better than St. Petersburg.
Yeah, definitely. Plus there aren't any places where you can turn and U-turn.
nice when the road randomly stops.
I think we're assuming you're on your phone. Isn't it? This swing here. Here. Oh, there we are.
Made it!
I'm gonna go park in the port actually.
Oh, great. I delivered the trailer and it starts raining. Come on. Game, why you do this? Why you do this?
There are actual truck parking spaces.
I know. I fixed the weather. I played God.
I'll be right back in a minute. Alright, bye.
Nope, my trailer is just too big. Won't fit.
I get a picture of that.
Right, and then at this moment we will be closing off the stream and saying goodnight to everyone. We will be back soon with a new Q&A stream, but I'm still working out the details for that one. And then in 2 weeks, probably this stream will be back with another sim show. And then we'll see you all next time.